Good morning, Cancer. This is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and Happy New Year's to you. This is your general reading for the second part of January 2020. Sorry I missed the first part of the month. I was on holiday. And on to this reading, though. It's a general read for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay? And general means it won't resonate with all of you. Take from it what you can, Cancer, and leave the rest. 2 decks means 2 rows. Top row is going to be what's going on outside of you and around you. And bottom row is what's going on inside of you. What are you thinking and feeling, okay? I happen to be doing these readings for you today on the 10th of January. And today's a full moon and a lunar eclipse. So let's see what comes out for you for the remainder of the month. Okay, Ace of Swords. Let me pull them all before I start giving the messages. What else is going on for Cancer? Queen of Cups. That's you coming out in your own reading there, Cancer. Man or woman, even though it's a queen, doesn't matter. Cups is water signs. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Page of Pentacles. Okay. And then the bottom of the deck, which is your general energy, is 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what's going on inside of you. Okay. This is the Page of Swords. No, Knight of Swords, excuse me. Knight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles coming out again. So we've got 2 7 of Pentacles in your reading. Something's in the works for you. Healing, mending, trying to solve a situation. 3 of Swords. So I think you're full of fears at this time, Cancer, over something. You've got some fears, at least some of you. 2 of Swords. Lots of swords in your mental space. You're dealing with fears and anxieties and issues. Okay. Let me start with the top row, though. 7 of Pentacles. Followed by the Hermit card and the Devil card. It's, you know, right off the top, like I just said, I really feel like you're dealing with a conflictual situation that's causing you internal struggle, battles, fears. And you're having to go inside, and a lot of you might be taking a step back and going inside at this time over an issue that's causing you great, I feel, anxiety, like anxious. For some of you, maybe it's bubbling into depression. But I feel like with the Devil coming up, it's fears. And you're trying to work those out. That's why the Hermit comes out. The Hermit's telling me that you're taking a step back. You're trying to keep the faith as you work on something that's bothering you. Now, for some of you, it's definitely inner work you're doing here. This is in line with your spiritual journey, these lessons you're going through. But for some of you, it's working on something very 3D. You're working to solve a problem. For some of you, these are financial problems I see here with the Page of Pentacles. It's very tangible, things you can touch. So if it's not financial, it's to do with relationships. But for many of you, this is taking a step back and trying to, I feel, a real strong pull to having to work on your own thoughts about a certain situation, your perspective, and trying to learn the lesson and not let yourself get too down over something or too nervous or afraid. Scared is the word coming out. With the Ace of Pentacles, Well, no, I have to backtrack because I just got another. With the Seven of Pentacles, also, you're being advised that you're being divinely guided, especially with the Hermit here, okay? That you're exactly where you need to be, and there are lessons you're learning right now that are very important for your future growth. Now, this could be lessons you're learning in terms of your finances or a relationship, okay, at this time. But also internal lessons, learning about your own self-worth, about your own strength, self-love. All of it's in the process, and you're in the middle of it during this very important time, very powerful astrological time. With the 7, it's saying, hang in there and keep the faith, Cancer. You can do this. And there's a new start on deck for you here. And it's a challenging start, but this is a victory here. It tells me when I see this card come up that you can, even though it's hard, you can celebrate whatever this is, this new start. At least do a happy dance, because this is the hardest new start to get through, should I say. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. For many of you, the challenges on deck are not new, okay? It's something you've been struggling with for a bit of time already. This card severs all ties, by the way, Cancer. When the swords come out, this Ace of Swords especially, it says to me that Cancers at this time will be severing ties so you can have a fresh, brand new start. And that's what I think you're working on and towards. So if you haven't seen it already, I know you're thinking about it and you're working towards it, okay? With the Queen of Cups here, a few things come out. Some of you are very emotional at this time, more so than typical. And I feel like these emotions are up, down, very volatile. I feel like you're worrying a lot about things at this point, Cancer. You see how that woman's just staring off into the dark clouds? I don't think it's quite depression, but for some of you, there's a sense of melancholy. And I think you're putting on that brave face to try and mask it. For even some more of you, though, I feel like you're retreating into your shell, Cancer. So you can deal with these emotions on your own. See how she's singular here. There's no other people here, and she's looking for answers. And that's another card where you have people looking for answers. Okay, I really feel like you're looking for answers. You're looking to calm that quell of fear within you about a situation at hand. And like I said, I do feel for many of you it's money matters that are bothering you, but for others of you it's going to be more health related, or I just got another one, health. Something to do with your health. You see how she's touching her stomach or her lower body parts? So I really feel like some of you are dealing with health issues now. They're very much bothering you, and you're taking a step back so you can deal with this in your own space, in your own way, and work through these issues in your own time. Okay? And I do feel like, though, you are grabbing a hold of at this time your higher power. You're really leaning into your spirituality. At least this group of Cancers is, you're really leaning into your spirituality to bring you the strength for healing some situation, because healing seems to be a theme here. I really felt it when I touched these cards, that you're trying to heal past wounds, life lessons, karmic lessons, but more in the 3D, money problems, health issues, relationship issues, and your own personal set of issues. Anything you see within yourself that you know is a problem. Self-worth, self-love, you know, just overall feeling good about yourself. You're working to get there. Okay, and these are hard lessons for you. That's why the Ace of Swords is here. Okay, for some of you, it's a new start with this. Okay, you're not used to it, and it's baby steps, Cancer. I'm being told to go easy on yourself, But we are talking big changes. You've stepped onto a path that's going to create big changes for you at this time. If it isn't working on your own self, it's you working on your life, and in some aspect of your life, things are changing. I touched the Queen of Cups card here, and I really got an overall sense of mother. Mother is figuring in strong at this time. Your motherhood, or your own mother, the mother of your children. Somehow mother's playing a role here for you. You're either needing to work through issues with her. You could be caring for your own mother, or your mother's helping care for you, or your children are factoring in, or your the mother of your children somehow is factoring in. For some of you, you're looking for a solid new start. And it could be with this person. They could be either the person you're looking for the start with, or this person is supporting you as you work through things. The other, you could be having a new start with this person in some way. For many of you, I really feel like this person is being your emotional bedrock at this time. They're really supporting you at this time. Okay. I feel like Cancers at this time are missing their mothers. Home is also coming up at this time for some Cancers. Your home life. And this would is closely tied to the mother feeling. Home, mother, children. This is all figuring in. You're wanting a safe and solid, secure foundation for yourself and those that you nurture and love on a day-to-day basis. But you also want that for your mother, your father, and your family and whole. I think this figures in for many of you, and I feel like it's tied into 3D material. So like financially. Could have a mother with ill health that you're trying to support and help bring, nurture back to health. The Page of Pentacles, when I touched it, it felt like financial. Okay, I really feel like we're looking for a financial new beginning. And when the Page of Pentacles comes up, it can indicate financial new beginnings for Cancers. You're working on that with the Seven of Pentacles here. Definitely wanting to see things come to fruition. And I think some of you are going to find you've received a little bit of money at this time. And I hear a sigh of relief. Excuse me. So I do feel that both with the Seven and the Page of Pentacles, that there's a bit of a relief when it comes to finances at this time. But for many of you, I really feel the financial restraint. And work is coming up for some of you. Needing to work, putting in a lot of effort to find work if you're unemployed, or find money, or putting in the extra hours if you are working. I do feel like for some of you, I just heard the word saving. Some of you are saving for something. So you're putting in the time now, working towards saving something. Saving to move, saving to buy a car, a home. Something important that's necessary for your day-to-day lifestyle. Work issues are tied in quite tightly to the money issues here. It's either you or someone around you. Page of Pentacles is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo person, or they have this in their chart somewhere. Okay, typically Page of Pentacles are people younger than you or right about your same age, but they can also indicate children. Wanting to nurture and care for your children at this time. You could be having issues with your children, and you're trying to provide them with that solid foundation that they need. For some of you, health issues, small minor health issues with children, possibly, getting the cold or whatever. There could be other issues going on there as well with health. So it seems like overall broad themes are health, money, mother came up, family. And you're working through some processes within yourself. I do feel a sense of anxiety and nervousness as we work through these issues, because they're not little. Many of them are very big issues that are changing the interface of your life, okay? So where are you emotionally? Well, when I look at all these cards just as a total Cancer, I really feel a sense of, you know, determination on one hand, because you're wanting to mend these things. And what are you trying to work through? Your own personal anxieties and conflicts. I do feel with the Two of Swords here that you've got decisions to make, and there's issues and conflicts you're having to deal with. You're wanting to find the answers. You're wanting new doors to open up for you. And you're going to be given the strength here with the Strength card to work through into a new beginning, which is indicated here by the Ace of Cups. It's a matter of time. It's not quite here yet, but you are at a place where you notice the conflicts. You're trying to find resolutions for them. And lots of decisions on deck right now. You're of two minds about a couple things, and you're needing to work things out. It's all in the process here with the Seven of Pentacles. Reminder, this is what I'm reading now, your mental space. So these might not be things you're seeing outside of you, but more of things that you're seeing and feeling within yourself. Okay? With the Knight of Swords here, you know, you're definitely seeing the problem and you're trying to harness it in. You know, all the issues that might be preventing you from getting to this Ace of Swords, because it does fall under the Ace of Swords. I do feel you're trying to make movement towards a new beginning. Okay, so, you know, you are the one on the horseback. I feel, Cancer, at this time. You are the one on the horseback trying to rein in the issues, not only issues within yourself, but issues you're seeing outside of yourself. You know it's twofold, but I'm feeling like for these Cancers, at least, there is a set of Cancers I know that are aware that thoughts become things, and you're aware that how you feel and think about things does create the reality in which you live and exist. So you're working on yourself simultaneous to working on the matters outside of yourself, and it can be quite exhausting for you. But you're very focused to the Seven of Pentacles again. You're focused on working and mending. I really feel like you're wanting to mend a situation, and it falls under the card that felt like mother for some. So your own motherhood, your stability within your home, your mother, the mother of your children can factor in. But for, you know, some of you, you're trying to bring the stability and upgrade your own lifestyle here. That's at least what you're thinking about. This is what's on your mind. For some of you, it's rectifying an emotional situation that's really bothering you. It could actually be more than one. Okay, it could be both at the same time. And for some of you, it will be. The Seven of Pentacles here feels more like trying to branch out, trying to heal the shadow part of yourself, trying to heal, mend, and better, expand. So healing, mending, and expansion feel existent here, and it falls under this card which feels very much like your motherhood, or home. So I feel like or children, nurturing. So I feel in that area for some of you, whatever's going on with finances, that it's tied in. There's a need to right now want to expand yourself, or your home, your children, heal it, or, you know, upgrade it. Sevens again say keep the faith. So I really feel again at this time you're going to be, I just heard lukewarm. You're really going to be, some of you struggling to keep that face for the public. I feel many of you are going to want to withdraw into your shell so you can work through your own stuff and in your own way and on your own time and terms. More introverted it feels. Maybe not completely, but I really feel a withdrawal. So the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, you know, comes up because this is a conflictual situation. In the typical tarot, Three of Swords is heartache, conflict, loss. Okay, but it also is a special meaning for me. It's a timing card of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. This could either have started 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months ago, or it'll end in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Remember, I'm reading this on a full moon and a lunar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse lasts up to 6 months. So keep that in mind with whatever situations that seem to be resonating here for you. There's a timer here. I really feel with this Three of Swords, you're working through a tenuous situation. It's like almost like you're walking on a tightrope. You're really, and I think it's more like you're feeling like it's like that way. Maybe it's not really that way, but I feel like you might feel that way about the situation. It's a hard situation for you. It's big and there's a lot to gain or lose, I really feel. And I feel that that's exasperated actually by the moon and the lunar eclipse. Those feelings definitely are impacted by the other astrological happenings in the universe. But I definitely feel there's a need almost to want to get this done, feeling like it's very super important, and you're just really wanting to work through it. We have the Two of Three of Swords here, so it is progression. I see you moving forward with this. You're making decisions, you're moving forward. For me, threes are expansion, so I feel like there's a collaboration with others to better yourself and your plot in life at this time. But again, this is what's going on inside of you at this time. So I'm going to bring you an additional message to the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart. An additional message for Cancer for this situation. Or for this time. What is it that they need to know? Okay. So nurturing yourself and others. I did mention that here with the Queen of Cups. You're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing your dreams, you're trying to nurture some new beginnings. But also, I feel like some Cancers are nurturing not only themselves, but health. Health seems to be a thing. Putting yourself first, self-care, but also nurturing those you value around you. Mother, children, those or the mother of your children. All those types of people seem to be coming up. Stay grounded, stay balanced now. Okay, very important. I'm seeing her with her hand on the ground and reaching up to the sky, and the sun seems to be setting behind her hands. Okay, so the second card, dreams coming true. I really feel like with that card coming up, the message there is you're working on that. That's something you're trying to make happen for some of you. I do feel with the dreams coming true that with the 9 there especially, that it's a work in progress. 10 is the end of a cycle. 1 is a new beginning. So, I mean, I see a new beginning here. So maybe you are working towards a new goal, okay? And you're seeing manifestations of that as well, okay? I do sense so many of you are at a place where you are, this is more goal than dream, but it could be both. And you're seeing that that's what you want, and you're working on it. Been working on it for some time, being that it's a 9 feeling. For some of you, you are seeing things happen, and they're very happy manifestations for you. But for many of you, a majority of you, it really feels like this is saying you're working towards your dreams come true. And at this time, you really do. We got the 3 and the 9. 3, 6, 9, very prominent numbers. It's saying work on yourself. You see how she's surrounded by that sun. It almost looks like the universe a little bit here. there's a connection there. So stay within your own spirituality. Gain your strength there. Take care of yourself and others. And I feel like the message here is by doing that, you'll see your dreams come true. There's a definite connection between you and what happens in your life. So nurture yourself, Cancer, and do what you have to do. You are supported in being divinely guided, okay? So those are your messages. I hope they resonate. Pop me a comment below. If let me know, is this family, is this personal, is this your spiritual journey? Is money included here? Is mother included? Let me know below. How does this resonate in your life? And if you happen to like the reading, the style of the reading, the cards, the layout, hit the like and subscribe button. Love having you here. Love doing these readings for you. Okay? And until next month, do take care of yourself. Love and light always. Namaste, Cancer.